Hi everyone, it's me again, and welcome back to another video of, the kid at the back. And this time we're gonna go to day 2 of this game, the kingdom. The sun setting by the horizon colors the grassy field into a deep golden orange as the wind made some strands of hair brush across your face. Your ever-beloved home, the tall grass, the fresh air, the various farm animals that you and your family raised since you were but a mere child. You can't even imagine what was happening before you right now as a group of people came while they talked with your father, your only family member left. You see the distress in your father's eyes as he tries his best to negotiate with the people before him. The desperation in his voice, the sweat running down his neck as he moves around his hand gesturing this and that. Please, just give me more time. I promise I can pay up. This is all we have left. I don't know where else to go if we lose this farmland. We've given you enough chances already, Mr. Doodles. If you don't pay up your debt, we will take your land. The loud ringing of the school bells rang across the hallway, making you jerk out of your thoughts. Students came out through their classroom doors. You feel someone shaking you awake. You sat up and met face to face with Crow. Well, good morning, Sleeping Beauty. You let out a yawn, you rub your eyes as you look around. Your fellow classmates are now gone from their seats as it is now lunchtime. What did I miss? Nothing important. Though if you're having doubts, I can lend you my notes afterwards. Thanks, Crow. You're a lifesaver. Anything for you, Foppy. You recall the little dream you had. You quickly shake it off as you let out a stretch, popping a few joints, before you got up and went out of your classroom with Crow in tow. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys didn't know, I played like the the first day of this game, and yeah, I mean nothing much really happened. Well, except like Soul being a little bit creepy, and Crow being obviously madly in love with us. I think I don't know. And yeah, I guess we have to like attend this Halloween party with all of Crow's friends. You met up with a group of friends, seeing Daryl with Geo Crow waiting by the lockers, Brittany coming along behind them, and Jess. Oh yeah, by the way, I think I'm gonna try like what do you call voice acting? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try making voices for like some of the characters here. You waved at them. Oh, there's a lot. That's Daryl. He's like the bro kind of guy. So I think I'm gonna give him like a oh yeah, dude. Or good noon to you all. Regards, Daryl. How was your class? Boring, boring. So glad to be out there. One more useless minor and I'll be out of here. Gio just shrugged, a hand in his hoodie pocket while the other is on his phone.
We got to at least do something in our major today, though, which I'm glad about.
You know what she... Why did I give her like the Velma voice?
Like, Jinkies! Oh, Jinkies! More papers, but it was at least something.
Why is she so tiny? What the fuck? Yo, why did the artist make Jess so tiny? Like, look at her! Look at her compared to everyone else! That's insane! Enough about papers. So about the Halloween party. Any ideas for a costume yet? As they talk with each other, at the corner of your eye you notice a familiar figure. Oh, it was Saul. He came out of the classroom with another seemingly familiar looking person coming after behind him, seemingly bored out of his mind. Oh, here it is. It's that guy from yesterday. So he really wasn't kidding being friends with Saul. Oh. Join Saul, call Saul over, or stay with the group. Yeah, I don't know. It's like oh. You know what? I think I'm just gonna, stay with the group for now. Why not? They seem pretty busy. Putting away whatever idea you had, you return your attention back to your group of friends. So, cafeteria? Everyone cringed, not hiding their discomfort. What's wrong with that? What the hell? What is wrong with this guy? Why is he like...
No. No. Hell no. Not there. I'd rather not, Daryl.
How about somewhere else? Gio just facepalm. Yeah, he does not like that. Well, where do you suggest? Daryl flailed his arms. He thought for a moment as he looked outside. Bushes with a few flowers sprouting caught your attention as it blends well with the red and yellows of autumn. It gives you a sense of tranquility. Garden. That's right. I may know a place. Have you guys been to the school's garden behind?
Oh, right. The botanical garden used by the pharmacy course? That could be a good idea. There's a space perfect for our little picnic day. But isn't that place locked?
Just peeked in. You smirked before pulling out some keys from your belt and dangling them. Where the hell did you get that? No, where the hell did I get that? I just happen to be a volunteer gardener. Extra credit, by the way. Oh, I didn't know you gardened, Bobby. Everyone's gaze was on you, curiosity in their eyes. Even Gio's eyebrow raised a bit. Everyone except for Crow. Well, she grew up on the farm. Ooh. And now everyone's attention was on Crow, catching him off guard by the looks they're giving to him.
Of course you know, lover boy.
Brittany whispers under her breath as she rolls her eyes. Jess just giggled. Crow's cheeks burned red from Brittany's comment. You rubbed the back of your head. You really never got the chance to properly introduce yourself to them, huh? Considering you just started hanging out with them a week and a half ago, these past months you've only been hanging out around Crow with most. He was your only friend. Maybe this is your time to get to know them and them with you. Brittany let a sigh as she turned to you. She moved the picnic basket to her other arm and placed a free hand on her hip.
Lead the way, Poppy.
You nodded before escorting the group. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh. You inhale the familiar scent of fresh earth. A few leaves dance around the garden, guided by the winds of autumn. Before you stands the school's own greenhouse. The greenhouse where multiple healthy greens and colorful flora grow. This place is usually occupied by biology and botany students with an occasional science teacher watching over them. Okay. Your duties range from being a janitor to a teacher's assistant, but none of your positions would last as long as you hope for, because you always find yourself somehow getting in trouble for some sort of mess you made. You felt hopeless until your advisor recommended placing you in the greenhouse. With your background and knowledge related to plants, you thought maintaining the greenhouse was a perfect fit. You've been working here ever since. Oftentimes you think you understand the layout of the place, that you practically know the area like the back of your hand, but every day you seem to discover a new corner that you've never been to before. Sometimes you're not even sure if you're within campus grounds anymore. It's probably because of the forest that stretched beyond this area. Anyway, there's this large fence preventing you from crossing the border, so you never really bothered to explore further unless you want to get in trouble or be accused of slacking off. For now, you wanted to show your group of friends the new discovery you made while on duty last week. There's a field with large tree right around the corner. It can make for a perfect shape for our little picnic. You exclaimed, earning a look of approval from Brittany, almost as if she's impressed. You hear some gasps of awe behind you. Daryl chuckles heartily in delight. Crow hums, feeling pleasant, and you hear Brittany saying, "Interesting." They are clearly amazed at the field before them, and it fills you with pride knowing that you are able to impress them. Well, come on. The field's great, especially to lie on. What? I didn't do anything. What the hell? Let's see what we have here.
Owie! Owie. Not yet.
Brittany slapped Daryl's hand away from the basket before he could rate the whole thing, making him wince and pout. Calm your
ass down. You'll have your turn.
At this point, I'll have to charge you all every time you'll hit me. Are you some sort of masochist? Daryl gave Gio a side eye. Brittany shook her head while just giggled. Giggled. It was a cute little get-together that Brittany planned last night. She wanted to make a few sandwiches, so she prepared a lots of varieties. On the blanket are the few Tupperwares with some of the sandwiches inside while the rest were eaten. Everyone got their fair share already, but now everyone is just minding their own business. Daryl's having the time of his life with two sandwiches on both his hands. Brittany and Jess are talking. Gio's a bit further from the group, leaning on the bark of the tree, seemingly lost in thought. And Crow is nowhere to be seen. Wait, what? Where is he? Oh, okay, I have to spend time with him. If I have to talk with someone, I'm guessing... I'm really curious about Gio. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm so curious about him. Like, what's his deal? You were quite hesitant to approach Gio first. You always saw him as someone quite intimidating. More intimidating than Brittany. Ain't no way bro has his own CD. Wow. It's probably the way he carries himself. His towering height isn't helping either. And it seems like you've been staring at him for too long. Bombastic side eye. Boom! He stopped chewing on his sandwich as his gaze met yours. You shivered. What do you want? Nothing? I have questions. You know what? Let's not be a bitch ass about it and just go straight ahead with the questioning. Hurry up and spit it out. Why do you hang out with us? I mean, I don't mean in a bad way, it's just that I'm curious. You don't seem the type to. His piercing gaze made your voice die down. You cursed under your breath. Fuck, I think this is it for me. I get it. But you wouldn't understand. Leave me to my devices. Now. He demanded before wrapping the half-eaten sandwich he had in his hand before throwing it towards you. You caught it, nearly losing your balance. And give that to Daryl. I just lost my appetite. Wow, he really doesn't like us, huh? Gio then crossed his arms and looked up at the sky, the chilly autumn breeze passing by him, making his long hair sway along with his washy earrings. You take a look at the wrapped half-eaten sandwich in your hand. I guess I'll never know. You sigh. Wait, that's it? Can we talk to him again? It's better if you don't disturb him. Okay, now he's just ignoring us. Great, great, great. Okay, let's just speak to Daryl. He seems to be the least busy out of everyone. You approach his sitting figure as you took a seat in front of him. One sandwich gone from his hand and see much on his other hand. Okay, bro. Here. You took the half-eaten sandwich you got from Gio and handed it to him. He tilted his head to the side. You can't finish yours? It's from Gio. Really now? Not gonna lie, that's quite uncharacteristic of him. Usually he would either finish it or throw away. Not that I'm complaining though. Thanks, Poppy. Daryl thanked you with a smile and took the half-eaten sandwich from your hands before tucking it away. Got something to ask me for? I guess, about Gio? So, what are your thoughts on Gio? Daryl smiled as he leaned a bit forward. Now, Gio's my favorite guy. Even if he's a bit of a meanie at times. What makes you stick to him? Doesn't he mean to you, like you said? Daryl's smile brightened as his eyes went soft. He side-eyed the male by the tree who has his arms crossed. Gio's attention was somewhere else. People are scared of him. It's probably because of his background. What about it? The thing is, no one really knows what his family does other than the fact they're super rich, and that they are highly involved with the founder of this city. What? People have seen him with his bodyguards, all rugged and tall and very intimidating. Heck, I even saw one with a huge katana on their backs. Wait, what? You shivered. Clearly you don't want to deal with them. But what makes you not scared, Daryl? I mean, you clearly know what his family and himself is capable of. You see, Poppy, I'm not really scared of him. On the outside, he's all stubborn and cruel, but on the inside, he's a really nice guy. Think of him like a... He pursed his lips thinking a bit. He's like a stubborn cat. You glanced back at Gio once more time. You are seeing the cat ears and the tail all right. Now that you think about it, with this vision based on Daryl's declaration, does not seem quite intimidating anymore. How cute. Then you hear a sigh from Daryl. You return your attention to him, an elbow on his leg as he held his face in his hand. Which begs me to wonder how he ended up being in the lower class with us. The low class? How do we have things like that? Oh? You don't know about the hierarchy, Floppy? You shook your hand and Daryl scratched the back of his head. Oh, damn well. Floppy, almost everyone knows about it. But I don't blame you since no one really likes bringing that type of subject up. I think either Crow or Jess would like to explain it to you. Just not Brittany. She gets riled up when it's mentioned. You nod in understanding and Daryl gives you a smile. Anyway, you got something to ask me, Floppy? Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna take so long. Oh my god. Yeah, sure. I'd like to know more about you, Daryl. Well, aren't you a flatterer? Ahem. Where should I start? Well, I am the ace of my football club. I hate my coach, but don't tell him that. I love food, like lots. My most favorite would be sweets. If you ever got any, Anya, smuggle me some, will ya? He says with a wink and nudge. Other than that, I guess that's pretty much it. You got something to ask me. Okay, how about Jess? What do you think about Jess? At the mention of Jess's name, Daryl's whole face turned red as he started sweating. Ooh, you like her. Ooh, you like her, dude. Ooh. Ooh. What about her? I don't know. I'd like you to tell me. What do you think about her? Ramona's gaze turned to where Jess and Brittany are. Oh, I see where this is. So you like the nerdy girl, huh? Ooh, I've heard of something like that before. Spicy! Jess is the sweetest human being I've ever met. Oh? But don't tell anyone. I trust you with this one because Crow trusts you, okay? Alright. I don't know what's the big fuss yet, but I promise I won't tell. You raise your hand in surrender. But, yeah. She's sweet, she's pretty, she's cute. While some would make fun of me, she's always there to give me a pat on the back. He groans, doubling over. But I doubt she likes me back. What? What makes you say that? The way she looks at Brittany. Don't you think that's the look of someone in love? Oh. Oh no, bro. Oh. Yeah. Yikes. Man, I feel you. At that, your eyes widened in surprise. You quickly turned your head to where the two girls were. The eyes behind the transparent frames looked like the fresh citrus oranges in the summer. They were bright, and they were fresh for the picking for Brittany. I know because that's the same look I gave to her when I first met her. And it's the same look I see on Crow when he looks at you. He twirled a loose strand from his bangs. I hate it, but I love seeing that look on her face. I wish it was on me though. Okay, y'all have like some serious love triangle situation right now that I don't want to be a part of, and you know, that's not really my business. But hey, I'm rooting for you, man, and whatever happens, just know that you'll still be friends at the end of the day, okay? I'm sorry, Daryl. It's alright. Maybe one day I'll confess just to get out my chest. All I want is to see her happy, even if it's not with me. Ah, damn, this is like doomed from the start type of shit. Anyway, enough of this sad shit, Poppy. You got something? Okay. What about Brittany? Daryl gives you a proud smile. Brittany? She's my first friend back when I was new to the football team. You'd be surprised that she used to be the cheer squad despite her being quite introverted. She was? Daryl's bright smile softened, a small gloomy look in it. He was trying so hard to hide it, but it was failing. Yeah. She quit right after the game's big frat party 2 years ago. That party was something else since the higher classes were also a part of it. The following day, she suddenly quit. I don't know why though. Not quite worth thinking about the past anyway. You got something to ask? What about Crow? What do you think about Crow? At the mention of the blue-eyed friend of his, Daryl gives you a toothy grin as he wiggles his eyebrows. You want jits on your little crushy, don't you, Floppy? Shut up. I just admire him, okay? Daryl laughed and stopped his teasing, saving you from further embarrassment. Crow is quite an individual. All I know is that he's the son of a very successful businesswoman in the city. Though I heard he doesn't have a great relationship with his family. What makes you say that? Daryl thought for a moment. He couldn't understand why either. I don't know either, Foppy. You should ask Crow for that if you want to learn more. I see. Don't worry, Foppy. I'm sure he'll do anything that you ask for. Thank you for answering my questions, Daryl. Anytime, Foppy. You're one of us now, so open up a little. Oi. Oi. Boy. Boy, you got something to say.
Aye, Bobby, come here. Don't be a stranger now. You clearly want to talk. Let me guess. Were the sandwiches great?
They were wonderful, Brittany.
She smiles your response. I'm glad you like them, Bobby. Anyways, enough of my sandwiches. You have something to tell me?
Have you seen Crow?
Crow? I think I saw him go deeper in the gardens.
Brittany said with a raise of her brows.
Let me guess. You want to finally confess your undying feelings for him?
What makes you think that?
Wow. I'm not sure who is denser. Him or you. Whatever. If you need him, he's probably in the greenhouse.
Brittany gives you a thumbs up, mouthing a good luck. Oh my god. Good luck, babe. Oh my god. As if I'm confessing, you thought with a pout. Brittany just gives you a teasing smirk.
Anyway, enough of that.
Daryl.
Brittany just chuckled. You mean that, meathead? He's an idiot. He's an idiot, but he's a smart idiot. I'll give him that. He's like a brother to me. It just baffles me how he barely has any friends. How this school fails us.
She shakes the idea before returning her attention back to you.
You have something to tell me?
Raise an eyebrow?
Don't tell me you got the hots for him.
Absolutely not. But I am quite curious about him. Nothing of the sorts. What makes you think that?
I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you do. If you can see how his locker is often filled with multiple love letters and gifts from various people, then I wouldn't be surprised.
He's that popular?
A loner like him, you'd be surprised. Tall, mysterious, and dangerous. Everyone just flocks to him like birds. But people aren't scared to even get close to him. So the next best thing they could do is send him gifts. They never succeed though.
Is he somehow overwhelmed by the attention?
Not really overwhelmed, more like he is uninterested. He either doesn't read the letters and tosses them, or he burns them.
Oh. He burns them? That's so mean, and a waste of gifts too.
Brittany just laughed, her shoulders shaking. That's GLTU.
How do you know all of this?
Brittany giggled, giving a wink as she pressed a manicured finger on her lips as if to shush you. I know a lot of secrets. Anyway, Jessie, she's my best friend. She smiled as she looked at the orange band on her wrist. My very best friend. When no one was there to help me, she was there. You'd be surprised how confident and loud she is when she's mad.
Brittany chuckled a bit, if reminiscing a fond memory.
I owe it all to her for bringing me back during those dark times. But enough of the past. I'll be cleaning a bit. I'll talk to you later, puppy.
You don't want to help?
No thanks. I appreciate the thought, though.
Huh, she's really chill like that. Okay, Jess. Jess was admiring the few orange leaves slowly falling from the tree. The slow descent of a leaf catches her attention before gracefully catching it with her delicate fingers. She notices you approaching her. She dropped the leaf before giving her full attention to you. Um, okay, I already forgot the name. Um, oh yeah, I gave you the Velma voice. I forgot. Sorry, my bad. Um,
Jinkies! Yes, Poppy? What seems to be the problem?
oh, there's nothing. I actually just want to talk to you and ask a few questions.
Then by all means, go ahead. I'll try my best to answer them. You have questions to ask me, Poppy?
Have you seen Crow?
I don't think so. Actually, I don't think I know where Crow is. Maybe you should ask Brittany. Maybe she knows.
You thanked her. Geo. Oh, she's scared of Geo, alright. Jess's shoulders started shaking at the mention of the tall and stoic individual.
I hate to be one of those people, but he actually scares me. Have you seen how capable he is with his bow and arrow?
No, actually, is he really that good? I only know that he's from the archery club.
Oh, then you should definitely attend the sports event next year. Geo is going to compete and the higher classes will be there to determine if the students are worth bringing up.
Another shiver went up her spine. She wrapped her arms around herself. A bad memory crossed her mind.
But whenever that happens, Geo seems to somehow miss his target and nearly hits him with his arrow.
What? What the fuck?
Thankfully, it only cut the guy's hair and nothing else. He got disqualified sadly, but that was enough for me not to mess with him.
How is he not in jail? You tried to rack up your brain for a reason why he's in school and not behind bars. However, it just cuts you off before you could think any further.
Enough of that. You have questions?
Okay. Daryl. At the mention of Daryl, Jess's face went bright. This is probably the first time you have seen her smile without shaking like a lost lamb.
Oh, Daryl. He's an amazing friend. He keeps me safe and I owe it up to him quite a lot. Though I do feel bad for him most of the time. Brittany and Gia tease him way too much.
Jess chuckled, looking at the jock sitting under the tree before returning back to you.
He's a funny guy. I remember back then when I made the mistake of giving him a bowl filled with candy last year's Halloween.
He did tell me he liked sweets. Why? What's wrong with giving him candy?
Well, he gets sugar rush pretty quickly and gets super hyper. Brittany tried so hard in calming him down. Can you imagine a 6-foot tall jockey going around like a playful puppy?
I bet Brittany didn't have the fun time. She just nodded with a close smile at you. What do you think about Brittany? Oh, yep, she likes her. Okay, so upon mentioning the Garrus name, Brittany's head turned to the both of you. She didn't say anything.
You call for me? Nothing, Brett.
Jess quickly shooed her best friend away. Brittany shrugged before continuing with her own business. Okay. Jess looked down on her skirt, fiddling with her pink wristband as her heartbeat quickened.
Brett, she's my best friend. My very best friend. And I would do anything to see her happy again.
She pushed back her glasses and looked at you. And there you saw the sparkles. Her smile is soft and you can tell. Jess, do you like Brittany? She was hesitant before looking down, nodding as she did so, still fiddling with her pink wristband.
Promise not to tell?
I promise.
Thank you, Poppy. This will just be between the two of us. Besides, I'll keep your oh-so-secret crush towards Crow a secret too.
Oh, you rubbed the back of your hat as you pouted? Nope. This is a pretty difficult situation to be in because she just wants to be because Jess likes Brittany, but Daryl likes Jess, and Daryl is okay with Jess being with Brittany and seeing her happy. And now I'm like, well, I don't know who I wanted to root for then. And I don't even know if Brittany likes her back too.
It was a wonderful talking to you, Poppy. You should hang out with us more.
Okay. Thank you. Look for Crow. Oh, there you are, Floppy. What brings you here? I would say the same thing to you. Well, I haven't really explored this place properly before, so why not take that chance? You've never been here? Crow shakes his head. Never got the time to visit. Crow chuckles, meets his gaze, and he gives you a soft smile. His gaze lingered a bit before going around. He then found something that caught his attention. Now, this is a pretty looking flora. What do you think it is? You looked at the brush of flowers filled with purple flowers, their petals thin as it showcases its full bloom. This is a passion flower. Fascinating. Tell me more about it. Well, it's a climbing vine plant. Usually its colors are purple or white. Once flowers bloom, passion fruits will bear itself. Usually a volunteer would come and harvest the fruits. That sounds interesting, Poppy. But that's the scientific way to describe its flower. How about its meaning? You tilted your head to the side. What do you mean? How do I say this? In astrology, each star has a meaning behind it. Same goes with gemstones like your birthstone. Flowers have those as well, correct? Huh, I never really thought about it. Crow gives you a cheeky smile. It's interesting. Passion flowers symbolizes hope and growth. I love seeing the hopeful looks on people. He says as he looks at the flowers before you both. Hope. Something the city needs. I want to get rid of the hierarchy. Daryl mentioned something about that. Actually, everyone did. But how come I've never heard of it? What is it about? I never got to explain it to you, huh? I guess now's the perfect time since they're quite active in interacting with us. In the lower class again. He looks out. Our school, Olympias University, has 2 buildings with 2 different classes. One is where we are at the moment, the lower class, while around the northern part of the city is where the higher classes are. There, education is 10 times better. The facilities are better, and the students are way out of our league. He hesitates a bit in voicing his thoughts of the students in the higher class. Though I highly doubt that. The lower class. The hierarchy? The lower class. Calling it lower class is a kind of low in my opinion. I call them villagers, humble people. They're either really kind or either too busy to bother. There was a hint of hesitation in his voice. Well, not all. Failed students in the higher class often end up here with us. And, well, they don't really take it well. Which explains the bullying situation. Crow's brows slanted downward. Disgusted by the idea, the fact that he can't do anything is irritating him. How come no one tried to file a report or anything? People tried. I tried. We tried. But unless you either have money or a higher reputation, heck, even both, they'll bother to even listen. Crow sighs, which is why some students try their hardest to get up the ranks, to be part of the higher class. All of that just to be respected? The hierarchy? The system is kind of a if you feel it, you feel it thing. You don't really feel it, much less see it, unless you've been at its mercy. It's a dog-eats-dog world out there, Foppy. You'll never know who is the next victim. A soft, sad smile made its way on his face, which is why I strive to protect you. Both of those sound so... You were left to your thought process to what Crow told you about the newfound information. This probably explains the bullying and how the school is handled. Your position in the city is just a second priority. Heck, maybe not even a priority at all. That means if I ever want to help keep my family's farm up, I have to make it up there? Once you're up there, you'll have a better life. You'll be respected, you'll be rich, people would do as you tell them. That's messed up. Did people ever protest? Crow, however, did not answer, as if scared that someone would hear him. He remained quiet, only giving a look that probably says that things did not go well. He refused to ask for more elaboration. That reminds me of Floppy. You never told me as to why or how you chose this university. Your family owns farms, correct? do, but I wouldn't say we're doing well. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, really. It's my burden to carry and not yours. And I'm going to work hard for it. Anything. I'll do anything. Your eyes widen at the words that the well-dressed man said. No, I refuse. Poppy, I told you to stay inside. You're not taking this farm. My home. Cut your father's words off, marching towards the tall man with loud and heavy footsteps. It sent a chill down your spine. Who the hell? Well, okay, so... Whoa, a bit feisty seeing that this is our first time meeting, right? Let me introduce myself first. My name is... But you may call me Mr. Z. And as for our little agenda... How about this time, little lamb? If you manage to pay off your debt for the next 5 years, I'll let you off the hook and let you keep your land. 5 years? You can handle that. Maybe working 3 jobs would do it for you. He tuts, waving a finger in front of your face. He looks down at you, reminding you of your place, a mischievous smile appearing on his handsome features. But I have some conditions you need to meet. I want you to stay in the city. The city? But we can't even afford to take her to college. What more moving in the city? No need to worry. She'll be under my jurisdiction, of course. I'll provide for her education and accommodation. Suddenly, he burst out in laughter, throwing his head back as if he just heard a very funny joke. See? I'm not that cruel. Wouldn't you agree, Foppy? But just like I said before, I want you to pay off your debt. Land doesn't come in cheap, darling. And I've been very patient with how long this land's payment's been postponed. A sudden jerk on your collar made your heart jump, his face now mere inches away from yours, his brows furrowed in anger and filled with spite. Poppy! Not one step, old man! He screams at your father, not sparing him a glance as he kept his hold on your collar. He tried to claw his hands away from you, but to no avail, seeing that you are losing more air the more you struggle. Listen here, punk. I don't care what kind of method you're going to do in order to make money. A dark smile appeared on his face, a sense of shimmer down your spine. Being a good citizen and get a part-time job like the rest, or whore yourself in strip clubs, okay bro, what? Legal or illegal? I don't fucking care. As long as you reach the amount. If not, well, you can say goodbye to your little farmland. He says that, but there was a gleam in his eyes that is telling you that's not all. Letting go of your collar, he steps back greedily as you greedily take in the air that you lost. Tears make his way towards your eyes, trying to drop. So, little fawn, what is it going to be? Tick-tock, sweet thing. I haven't got all day. Do you accept? Let me guess, you accept. But you're not nearing the end of the school year, and you cannot afford to go back again. Not with this debt. Credits alone isn't enough to cut it. Whenever you think about it, you keep seeing the tall man's ever-sharp magenta eyes burning into you. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth and stinging feeling in your chest. Your heart aches as you stare back into Crow's own azure eyes. Are you alright there, Foppy? You zone out a bit. If I get to be part of the higher class, then I can have a better chance in life, right? Crow was surprised at your sudden enthusiasm, but nodded regardless. That's right. As you give Crow a reassuring smile, you clench your fist. Then, I'll work hard to show this higher class that I am worth their time. Crow chuckles and nods. You know that he's got your back. Then Crow raised his hand and tucked a loose strand behind your ear. You sense him placing something soft and you reach out to touch what felt like feathers. That looks good on you. What is it? Crow then leads you to a nearby pond. You looked and saw your reflection. On your hair is a red carnation. Oh, I didn't know carnations grow here. Crow only chuckled, fixing the flower on your hair. What do you think carnation means? You tilt your head, making sure that the said flower doesn't fall from your head as Crow continued on with his talk. Passion flower means hope, while carnation means... I couldn't seem to remember. What do you think it means, Poppy? You thought for a while, knowing some carnations are to be found in bouquets. Well, it has to be something romantic. They're often a perfect gift to family and loved ones. Is that so? I might have to look up what it means then. Were his eyes always this blue? You never noticed before. The way his lashes flutter and touch his cheeks when he blinks, his plump lips are always glistening whenever sunlight hits them. His eyes went half-lidded as he leaned closer and closer. As if in a trance, your eyes slowly start to close. Something's wrong. I can feel it. But I don't know why. 3. Okay. Lean in or stay put? As if you lose control of your body and start moving on its own, you lean closer as well. Your eyes now close, feeling his breath near your own lips as he draws closer and closer. What? That was way too fast, bro. Crow, we better get going before... Of course, Brittany. Wow, talk about, we should get going. Wow, okay, bro. I'm going to head back first. I'll see you in class, Poppy. Of course. A tint of red touching at the tips of his ears as he walked. Just by the corner, he spotted 2 familiar-looking individuals. It was Sol and Hugo. Sol noticed you first and went to you, a noticeable skip in his steps. Poppy! Hey Sol, hey Hugo. Are you both heading to your next class? Hugo laughed, a hand on his chest as if you told him a very funny joke. Actually, I have a better idea. Let's skip class. Skip class? Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. Sol here has been meaning to ask you out on... Sol gave Hugo a punch on his ribs, making the sure male choke out the words he was supposed to say as he doubled over and clutched his stomach. Let's ditch. Hugo just gave him a glare, so I'll ignore him as he anticipated your answer. Hanging out with these 2 sounds fun, but you remember your next class with Crow. Maybe you can... You know what? Fuck it, let's skip class. You know what? Why not? I did say I'd like to get to know you better, new friend. Alright, so lead the way. The gardens again? Well, that's quite convenient. Did you make this whole Sol? He did. I did. So, where do we go? Sherlock Holmes is out? My ears. Oh yeah, it's that detective movie I keep seeing on the television. I thought that won't come out till next week. Did I set the date wrong? With that, Hugo started sprinting, leaving you and Sol behind. For the love of... Sol placed his hands on his hips before walking to where Hugo ran off to as you followed. Hugo kept tapping away on his phone, his shoulders went slump. Guess he did get the date wrong. Shoving his phone back in his pocket, he turned to you and Sol. He clasped his hands together and pulled the biggest puppy eyes you have ever seen. We have got to watch it. Can we, Poppy? Can we, Sonny? Hugo begged. You can go ahead and watch the movie. I'm going to roam the arcade while you're at it. Hugo pouted. His eyes went half-lit and the sparkle in his eyes was gone. But it's more fun if you're around. I know you like those crime videos we watch from time to time, so please. Sol, however, basing off his expression, isn't in the mood. Hugo gives up and turns to you. How about you, Poppy? Would you like to watch the movie with me? The ticket and food's on me, of course. Huh, that's interesting. I kinda just want to get to know more about Sol, to be honest, so I'll go to the arcade. Hugo shrugs. Alright, go on your little impromptu date then. Besides, I don't want the third wheel either anyway. Date? You're the one who decided we should skip class and do whatever we want. Yeah, and I want to watch a movie. Well, don't let me stop you two. Hugo stuck his tongue out at Sol. The said male only rolled his eyes. Well, I'll be heading in now. I'll just give you guys a call on where to meet. Sure. Sure. You and Hugo parted ways. He gave you both away before heading in a different direction. Sol turns to you. Should we get going, Foppy? Of course. The flashing neon lights of the arcade's exterior light your way, the sound of each arcade machine reaching your ears. I've never been here before. Is this place new? Not really. It's just hidden within the city. I see, I see. Do you get out a lot, Sol? You seem to know places. I know places because I get my ass dragged by Hugo. Is that so? You laughed. Sol just shrugged as he shook his head. He takes out a few coins from his pocket before handing it to you. They were tokens. So, which one are you going for first? Wow, you came in prepared. As always, come on. Sol hands out his hand and you accepted it. He held it tight with a light squeeze as you and him roam around the arcade. You and Sol went and played multiple arcade games. Some you win and some he does. But you often get the feeling he lets you win for the sake of you winning. Come on, Sol, this is like the 5th time I won. Ain't no way you're this bad. Maybe you're just that good, Poppy. You flatter me. Just as when you're about to insert another coin, however, you realize you ran out of tokens. Sol takes notice of this, of course, and gave out some of his to you. I'll go to the counter and grab a few more coins. You don't... Wait, what? What did I just say? I'll go to the counter and grab a few more tokens. You don't mind staying here for a bit, right? Oh, how much I should pay you for the tokens? It's on me, don't worry about it. Wait here. Giving you one last look, he hurriedly went to the counter. He looked around the area. The dinging sounds from various machines filled the arcade. From the corner of your eye, you spot a claw machine. Maybe playing a few games won't hurt. Going to the claw machine, you check the contents inside. A cat plushie, a Shiba Inu plushie, and a horse plushie. They all look so cute. Which one should I try to win? Let me think. Cat or Shiba Inu? You know what? I've been liking cats recently. I can try for the cat plush. It looks cute. Setting your eyes on the prize, you insert a token in the coin slot. The machine whirs to life as you take the joystick and focus on the cat plush. Arr. Okay, one more time. Again. Aw, dang it. I'm so bad at this. Suddenly, you felt an intimidating presence right behind you. What the fuck? Okay. Tall, young man. Well, what do we have here? You turn around and met with a tall figure, a cocky smirk on his face. He looks well off, like those typical spoiled rich kids you see in movies. His hair a bit tousled with two men you assume are his bodyguards beside him. He reeks of tobacco, making you gag. You said nothing but tried to move away from his side, but you were stopped by another tall figure. You were guessing he's with this asshole. Now, where do you think you're going there, sweetheart? You alone? Yes, and I would pretty much prefer to be alone. The man, however, did not listen. Why don't you come with me and I'll show you how these games are played? He raised his hand to reach out your shoulders. Before he could touch you, however, you kicked him between his legs. Ooh, damn, girl. He doubled over and clenched his lower region, a groan escaping his lips. His goons were taken aback and rushed to help him. Now's my chance. Don't let her get away. Multiple heavy footsteps were coming after you as you ran. You turned every corner you can, trying to make them lose you. But 3 against 1 is not a good matchup. Anyone, please, someone help me. You pleaded, but the multiple sound effects and music from each machine within the arcade drowns your pleas. You curse under your breath as you focus on running. All you think about at the moment is to get out. You manage to get out of the arcade, but you can still clearly hear the man's goons on your trail. You look around and you found a few toilet stalls. Whoa, that's not good. You rushed towards it and got in a stall, hurriedly opening and locking as soon as you got in. The place stinks, but you didn't give it another thought as the beating of your heart rings through your ears, tears filling up the corners of your eyes. You hear footsteps. Find her. The man's voice echoed. You tried to think of something, and you thought of calling Saul. You quickly took out your phone. No signal. Are you for real right now? Uh-oh. You can hear how aggressive they are. They tore open each stall. They creep closer and closer to where you are. Anyone, please. Here you are. No, please. You've been a very bad kid, but don't worry, you can make it up to me by doing me a favor. Oh no. Oh. Look away, guys. Look away. Fuck you and your favors. Tis. I've been kind to you, but it seems you wanted to do it the hard way. He forcibly grabbed the edge of your uniform. Your eyes went wide as your fingers went cold. You quickly grabbed hold of his wrist as you tried to push him away. He's too strong. He forcefully lifts up your uniform, revealing your stomach to him. You're going to give me a good time, darling. Boys, hold her down. Oh no. Ain't no way, bro. Oh no. Hold her down for a chance for action. Hold her down as we get a taste. Mirror now and it coming and I will not let them go to the ways. And if no, fuck off. Let me go. Okay, that was really bad acting. I'm sorry about that. No, fuck off. Let me go. The tears that were hanging by finally fell down your cheeks as you tried to stop him from getting any further. The two large men with him held you down as you tried and struggled, but to no avail, your vision slowly being blinded by the hot tears that were filling up. It's no use. His grip is too strong, and there's no one to hear me. You close your eyes shut. Please just end quickly. What? What? Hey, what's the big deal? Judging from the impact, the man's body was jerked off you as he was thrown to the side. You hear flesh hitting flesh. And another one. That's enough, Soul. Not yet. That's enough. You broke his nose already. No. Soul! That's enough! Poppy needs your help. At the mention of your name, the familiar reddish-orange eyes went wide open before turning to you. Soul quickly went to your side, his eyes wide with shock before crouching down and giving you a hug, his shoulders shaking as he embraces you. You said nothing, however, too stunned to speak to what transpired before you. The man now lay still on the ground, a pool of blood seeping out of him. The rest of his goons passed out on a random corner. You looked up and met with an all too familiar eyes of Hugo. But they weren't the kind ones you usually see on his face. Hugo's eye twitched as he sighed, trying to hide his visible irritation, but failing. He looks around at the mess Soul made before turning to check up on you. He said nothing, hands in his pockets while he looks down at you in Soul's embrace. It's getting quite late. We should head home. Hugo tapped Soul's shoulders, making the tall male bury his face further in between your neck before eventually letting go. His eyes were bloodshot, his face red from either anger or worry. You aren't sure, but one thing's for sure is that this man before you cried. He cried for you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have left you. I... Sol, thank you for saving me. He reached out to cup his cheek. He flinches at the touch. Tears that he was trying to hold back is now flowing freely down his cheeks. He eventually relaxed as he closed his eyes and leaned onto your hand as he held it. I don't know what I'll do if... It's okay. It's alright. Here. Beside you, Hugo extended his hand for you to take. You took Hugo's hand as he helped you get up. Sol stands as well but backs away from you a few steps. We should head back home. It's quite late after all. Both you and Sol didn't say anything but nod along. Hugo gives both of you a smile before walking away. Sol kept a firm hold of your hand, seemingly afraid to let you go. Hugo lets out a sigh. I guess we can't get in that arcade anymore. Those guys might come back to teach us a lesson. If they ever come back, I'll give them more than just a broken nose. You're pretty scary right now, Sol. Good, I like to keep it that way. Hugo shakes his head. He rummaged through his pockets before handing Sol something. You didn't quite see what it was, but judging on the scowl on Sol's face, he doesn't like it. I told you that these don't work anymore. It's because you aren't taking it, you fool. Now take it tonight. Sol grumbled like a child who's got scolded before taking whatever Hugo gave to him and tucked it in his pockets. Anyway, your place is just around this corner. You should head back as home as possible. I'll be taking Poppy home. Sol's eyes narrowed. He went from holding your hand to wrapping his arm around yours in a possessive manner as he leaned closer and glared at Hugo. No, I can walk her home. Clearly you're not in a good condition to fight again. I can fight again. There was something in Hugo's eyes that made your blood run cold. The usual happy-go-lucky expression he had on his face was gone. You take a look back at Sol, noticing how unfazed he seemed, as if challenging Hugo. Hugo's right, Sol. You look beaten up. Yeah, Sol, look at your eyes. They're so red now. But Poppy... At least she knows her limits. Sol says nothing but clenches his fist. He notices a few red marks on his knuckles. Your eyes furrowed. I'm fine, Poppy. Sol tries to reassure you. You shook your head no. Well, for me, you aren't. You look up at him and gave him a reassuring smile. I'll be fine, Sol. Besides, I have Hugo to keep me safe. You go home first and get some rest. Alright. He squeezed your hands, too hesitant to let you go, before his hold eventually slipped as he lets go. Okay, I just want to say, as much as I love, like, the art in this game, the writing, I'm not too sure about, because at some point, the writing is a bit too long and too exhausting, and the conversations, pretty much sounds like, I mean, yeah, they're good, but sometimes it's just not natural. I don't know. I think that's just the only criticism I have from this. And also like the repetition of words and stuff, and I'm just here being like, I just want something to like just get straight to the point. But that's my opinion. Overall, the game is pretty good. Hugo sighs. You turn to face him. Well, ain't he a charmer? Is it working? He raised a brow as a question. Working what? Charming you up, obviously. Don't worry, this is a secret between you and me. He says with a finger on his lips and a wink. You blushed. He's nice. I owe him my life after that. And... Hugh chuckled, thinking about the long-haired male. He is handsome, I'll admit that. Uh-huh. What's with that smirk on your face? Oh, nothing. Before you could retaliate with a question, his gaze softened, taking you a bit aback as he looked down on the pavement below, kicking a pebble. Have you ever liked someone, Poppy? What's with that sudden question? Just answer. You paused as you thought for a second, and the first person that appeared on your mind was... Oh shit, I have to decide. Oh my god. Oh my god, no! Croy looks so sad here. Okay, I'm guessing these are like affection points for each of the male leads, and so far, is really taking the cake here. I don't know how they program this kind of thing. This is really cool. I mean, I guess Soul. He thought of Soul. Oh my god. How he protected you, how he didn't hesitate to beat those guys down. Oh my god, he's so dreamy. I just love seeing him beat the shit out of people. The pure terror in his eyes, how worried he was. You couldn't get it out of your head. He's been an amazing friend. Even if he did beat up those guys, non-stop. Is there a red flag? Maybe. Do you care? Maybe not. My favorite color is the color red. A smile made its way to your face, and it was enough of a confirmation for Hugo. Eventually, you arrive at the door of your apartment. You thank Hugo for accompanying you. He gives you a smile, rubbing the back of his head. I'll see you tomorrow, Foppy. Sorry the day didn't go well. It's okay, Hugo, but we're going to have a proper plan next time. Of course. Hugo nodded. He turned his heel, his back facing you, ready to leave. But he still remained on spot. Poppy. Yes? Be careful walking late at night, okay? You paused, turning your head slightly at him. There has been multiple cases of missing people lately. I suggest you go home with someone. Anyone. Just don't go alone, alright? I understand. Missing people? When did that happen? No. When did it start? Oh, and one last thing, Poppy. He turns his head around as he looks at your confused face. His eyes soft, but the light against him seems like he's giving you a warning. Take care of Soul for me, okay? And with that, he left. Well, that was ominous. You entered your apartment, the lights dimmed as you groaned, searching for the light switch. Much better. You nod in approval before heading to your kitchen. You open your fridge and start rummaging around for something to eat. I forgot to do my groceries. You let out an irritated sigh, seeing there's nothing good besides the leftovers from yesterday's dinner. You shrug, deciding to heat this one up after you set your own things down. You don't really feel like cooking or ordering it either. Sighing one last time, you close the door to your fridge as you made your way to your room. You place your school bag near your desk as you take your seat, skimming through the notes you've taken for the day as you wrote down needed notes. You click your tongue as you tap your blank notebook with the tip of your pen, going out with your silent staring contents with the blank paper before you. You let out a groan. I let out a groan. Deciding to do work later. You closed your notebook and stood up. You turned to your window, noticing it being slightly ajar. Huh, that's weird. What the fuck? How did that game know? Okay. Huh, that's weird. I thought I closed this. You went near it to close it shut, but was met with a now broken lock. You cursed. I thought I already replaced this 2 days ago. Maybe I shouldn't buy my locks online. You let out a groan as you left it alone and went out of your room and into your living room. Your TV blared as you munch on some leftovers you got from the fridge, a movie currently playing as you kept your eyes on the protagonist. If you recall correctly, it's one of the films Jess keeps talking about, starring her favorite lead actor. You can't get what she was gushing about. The lead does look attractive. Blonde, wavy hair with sharp eyes with eyes as pink as fuchsia. Wait a minute. And you still can't remember the actor's name. You took out your phone as you start to search up the name of the actor when it suddenly changed, and instead of the blonde actor on the screen, a report comes instead with banner below. Another missing person case? Is this what Hugo was talking about? A shiver went up your spine, remembering the broken lock of your window back in your bedroom. Nuh-uh. Not tonight, Poppy. No scary thoughts for tonight. Turning off the TV, you went to your kitchen to grab something to drink. You open your fridge, feeling the cold air hitting your face as you rummage through. Ooh, do we have chalky milk? Taking out a pitcher of orange juice, and that'll do. You take a glass from your cupboards as you pour the juice to the last drop, taking a sip from it. You check the clock on the wall. 9:30 p.m. That late already, huh? Nah, that's not late. That's so early, bro. You check your front door and window, seeing everything locked before grabbing your glass and finishing the last drops of orange juice before heading back to your bedroom. Now dressed in your nightwear, you let out one last stretch, a yawn escaping from your mouth. Getting in your bed sheets, you laid in comfort. Today was a lot, you thought. Another yawn escaped your lips. I'm not doing that. You must be really tired, you thought, your eyes going half-lidded. And eventually, sleep took over. The moon was high up in the sky. The night is quiet, save for a few honks from a late-night cars, but all that is not enough to wake the sleeping residents. Oh no. Ah, yes. This is the triggering part, isn't it? I see you. Hmm? Still broken, huh? You should be careful, Pumpkin. Clad in all black with a mask of the same color adorning his face, he slowly makes his way next to the sleeping figure. His reddish eyes bright, filled with adoring love. He reached out and stroked a finger against his beloved's cheek. Look at my sleeping sweetheart. Makes me wonder who supplies Hugo those sleeping pills. What, huh?
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Wait, sleeping pills. Wait a minute. Did he drug all of her food in the fridge and she didn't even notice it? Oh my god. That is kind of fucked up. Oh my god. Could you imagine he just owns the entire apartment building? that'd be that'd be pretty weird. He lets out a low chuckle as he leans closer to Poppy. Oh my god. Pulling down his mask, he leans forward, checking her face before continuing. He buries his face at the dip of her shoulders as he leaves a peck. He takes a deep inhale. Sir, I am uncomfortable. What the fuck? He shakes as if he took a whiff of a dangerous and addictive drug. Oh my god, brother. Hold on. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh no, 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 no. His eyes bright as he examines every feature of his soulmate's face as he gives Poppy's cheek a kiss. Oh! Oh!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Oh my god. Don't do this! Dude, don't do this. Oh my god. Uh, I think I read something about this once. Don't ask me where, but it's on the good old site of AO3. I'm not gonna say this shit. What? Fuck. You smell so good. Pardon me. He lifted her arm and watched as it flops down on. Deep in sleep, like Sleeping Beauty. He nibbles her. Oh, okay. What? What? Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, 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 hey! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my God, it's happening! Oh, he nibbles her neck. Ah, stop! 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 He nibbles her neck, earning him a soft whimper from the sleeping individual. What the fuck am I reading? What the fuck am I reading? He just chuckled. I mean, that better just be a. Quite ticklish, aren't you? And he kept going. He kept going. He kissed and lapped on the same spot to the point a mark started to form. Are you giving my girl a hickey? In her sleep? Really? Oh my god, guys. Do you know what this shit reminds me of? You guys know like Amnesia Memories? I used to play that game religiously. Okay? That was like one of my favorite Tommy games. But, oh my god. The guy, his name is Toma. Toma's route, it was so bad. It's so bad. Like, even the game is like, yeah, you have really bad taste in men if you like this guy. I'm like, what? Because basically, Toma in Amnesia Memories, um, um, he drugs you and then locks you up in a cage and basically just keeps you there. Yep. He treats you like a doll, like a dog. Yeah, I wish I wasn't kidding. I wish I wasn't kidding. Those filthy scums think they could touch you. His eyes slanted in anger. His grip on the edge of the bed tightens as he wrinkles the sheets. Oh, this is spicy. Spicy! His breathing heavy. Okay, that's a... Oh. You're mine. No one else. You belong to me. If I ever see those bastards again, I'll kill them. Tucking a loose strand away from her face, he gives her a kiss on the forehead. That better just be a kiss, bro. Before landing another one on the corner of Fabi's lips. Okay, now we're reaching non-consensual territory here. A shiver ran down his spine at the contact. And as much as he would like to stay a bit longer, his time is due. Doesn't this game has like a NSFW version? Or like a paid version? Like, what the fuck did he do in the NSFW version? Like, this is already like bad enough, but could you imagine? Oh my god. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I could already tell. I don't even want to know. He backs away as he covers his face once again with his mask. He walks towards the ajar window, turning back one last time. Sorry about your window, Pumpkin. I'll make it up to you someday. He carefully opens the window again. And with that, he's gone. Oh my god. I thought he was gonna do something worse. To be continued. To be continued! What do you mean? Oh my god. Wait! Huh? Wait, that's it? That's all? What? Well, I don't... Listen, man, I'm pretty sure I didn't get all the endings. I only got a few. I think that was like my first ever ending, isn't it? To be continued. What do you mean to be continued though? Okay, I think that's all we have for today. So if you guys wanna play this game and if you wanna see me play more of this game, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, this is pretty cool, and I really wanna explore some of the endings. I really wanna explore the endings, even in my own spare time. And I don't know if I should like record myself playing it, like for the other endings. If I should, I wanna go this time. I wanna go for like Crow, because I think Crow is a pretty cool guy. I think he's really nice. He's really charming. You know, he's like a really prince-like character, and we have so many like there's so many CGs that we have to unlock. So yeah, just let me know. And yeah, goodbye.